Welcome to Maverick's World. I'm your host, Maverick Wade, and in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the all-new Jurassic World Epic Evolution Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus. And for those of you that know Maverick's World, know that the Allosaurus is my favorite dinosaur of all time. So I'm very excited for this one. And when we are done looking at this figure, we will be placing it on the shelf with our other Jurassic World Allosaurus. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start by taking a really quick look at the packaging. So for our Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus, we have a very nice broken up Jurassic World logo with the name Jurassic World on the bottom and of course the logo up top. Then we have our new Epic Evolution logo here. This one does look like it belongs in a stream or a river. We do have sound on this one right here. And then we have our Ruthless Rampage and of course Allosaurus. And then if we look at the back of the box, as you can see, it has all of our action features right here. And then we have an action on the tail and it gives us a look at some of the others. Let's get this Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus out of the packaging. Alright, and we're just going to start by cutting these straps right here. We'll go ahead and cut down here as well. Alright, and let's jump right in to taking a look. Oh my gosh, this thing actually feels really nice in hand. Much nicer than I previously thought it would be. So, tip of the tail, you have all kinds of awesome bumps on this one. So here, adjust the legs. So starting out, we have the eyes. You can see, going back to the body. Very nice paint. Very nice pebbling all over. Okay. And then of course this one has the teeth, looks like they're individually, actually no, they're actually rubberized, they're rubber teeth. That's pretty cool, so they're not going to scratch off, okay? A little tail. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the articulation on this figure. So the head, so here we have sound. It's really cool, so you just keep flicking this, rolling this roller here, and it'll literally just keep continuously opening his mouth up and shutting its mouth. We have butterfly joints on the arms, so you can get a nice wide stance pose on it. Our legs do go back. They don't go back, they're kind of locked into this pose, standing pose right here. It's about as far back as you can go. Let's see. Alright. Then we also have this button right here, so we can raise spikes on it. So I guess it's supposed to be like, so if it's feeling threatened, it can just be like, bam, bam. Okay. So those are two major action features we see underneath. Let's go ahead and see, where's the scan code? So the scan code on our Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus is gonna be right here. So let's go ahead and get a good look at that. Alright, and I do like how the scan code is more of like it's battle damage now, more than just pulling it up. It's actually worked into the figure, so it actually looks pretty hidden now. It's pretty cool. And it also has scratch marks here too, like he's been fighting, so you can really like and then open it up like it's gashed open. Okay, so we can look at the inside of the mouth here. We have a nice black tongue, which is really cool. I really do like how they use the black tongue as Allosaurus. We also have the yellow for the eyes. Okay. So overall, this is a really cool figure. You can see that's where the voice box is. And then I wonder how many sounds we have for this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's different. 6. So I would say about, so I can't tell if it's 6 or 8, but it has a bunch of different sounds on this one right here, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get into some comparisons now for this figure. All right, let's go. So for our first comparison, I wanted to go ahead and get this one right out of the way. We have our Dominion Extreme Damage Allosaurus, along with our Epic Evolution Ruthless Rampage. And right off the bat, I did notice that the Ruthless Rampage seems to be a little bit bigger because the tail is curled on the Extreme Damage. Wasn't really sure. Yeah, so the tail on the Dominion is a little bit longer. It's just curled at the end. But I think the body mass and the height on the Ruthless Rampage is actually a little bit better. I like the proportions. Now for the Dominion, you can see the legs are a little bit more flattened out. I guess they did that for stance wise, but this one they actually went on and made it more realistic with the legs. So they do have a much better stance. They don't need all that extra curl over on the leg. So that's pretty cool. All right, and you can see the height wise, the Ruthless Rampage is a bit taller, especially in the hip region. It just sits a little longer. So I really do like the Ruthless Rampage. I like it for its proportions a little bit better. I like the look of the Dominion. But as far as just the pure details, the Ruthless Rampage, I feel like they really knocked it out of the park with this one. So I definitely would go with the Ruthless Rampage over the Dominion. It's very close, but I definitely would go because I feel like it has a little bit more features, and also it looks a little bit better. Now it does look a little bit goofy in the face, just a little bit, but not too much, and actually it looks a lot better in person than I thought it would look according to the pictures online. So I think they really hit it out of the park with this one. And here we have all of our Mattel Jurassic World Allosaurus together, all the ones that Mattel has made in the past. We have the original, the first one right here. Then we have the Battle at Big Rock, which you can kind of see where the Ruthless Rampage really got his paint scheme from. And all these Allosaurus are very nice, especially this one right here. I like this one a lot too as well. The action feature and everything on them. I do like all these Allosaurus, and the Allosaurus is my favorite. But the one thing about the Allosaurus is that it can't really stand up. You kind of have to put it in this weird position right here, especially with these newer ones, where they will slump over on you. So you really have to make sure you have a good pose on them, especially if you're trying to put them on a display shelf. They'll knock everything else on the shelf over, and that can get very frustrating. So this Ruthless Rampage is actually a very much welcome addition to our lineup here. As you can see, it has no problem standing up, and it can actually have several different poses, including going all the way down, and you can have it just like easily poses it. So they definitely fixed a lot of the issues that the other ones had, because the other ones really would have just fell over if they had been in this kind of pose right from the very beginning. So kudos to them. But also I like with this one as well that you can literally easily change the pose on it, just like that. So, and it still stands. So like I said, I felt like they really knocked it out of the park with this one. Next, for comparison, I did want to see how our Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus stacked up to our Rex. And I was actually very shocked to find out that the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus is actually not much smaller than a Rex. So it has been upgraded to this larger size, which I thought was really cool, because now we have one more big carnivore to really add to this list of really big carnivorous dinosaurs. So that was really cool. And especially with these two, because I feel like even though they were probably, were around millions and millions of years apart, they still, I feel like, would have made for great competitors. just in case you felt like replacing the T-Rex with the Allosaurus to act out a Jurassic Park scene, here's the Jurassic Park 93 4 Explorer with the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus. And just so you can also see how high the Allosaurus's legs or hips sit, here is the Scorpius Rex. Look at that comparison. That is wild. And for one last comparison, just so we can get a clear picture of just how big this Allosaurus is, here it is with a Reign Delacourt from Dominion and an Allosaurus. And now it's time for my favorite part of the review, where we get to add our awesome new figure to the Jurassic World shelf. Let's do it. And there you have it. The Jurassic World Epic Evolution Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus has been added to the Jurassic World Allosaurus shelf. And it looks awesome. Thank you so much for tuning into Maverick's World. This has been your host, Maverick Wade. Until next time.